yesterday seemed like a monster. And if this continues into today, I fear for the lives of every eSuba fan.
For sure, but it is a Friday the 13th. Everything is possible from the server
Why do you have
crashes.
to mention that, man? Like, I was trying all day not to say anything about Friday the
Are you
13th.
superstitious?
A little.
I like 13, man. It's a good number. Come on.
No. So both teams going with the same lineup, 6 bots and a TVP.
But DiNG has 2 TVPs. And
Did
that's
they?
something, yeah, as far as I saw. And
I thought that only one. Apparently I can't read anymore either.
that's a problem.
Oh, you're right.
And we've seen 2 TVPs in the last game, but it was not really useful against double I7 that Savage Squad had. A lot of missed shots and so on, but we will see how is DiNG doing it. So far, really big aggressive push by eSuba, 1-2 line. Overus, what's going on with him?
Well, so far the same kind of play coming out from DiNG like we saw yesterday. Shokish and Lolsha are already waiting for combat and Yukets, and they're going to take the trades here in the beginning. Shokish needs a buddy though because he's getting clipped out by Yukets. Yukets forced to drop off, but here comes the counterplay from DiNG already. Senya from the top. In the meantime, all the bad shots from eSuba starting to make their way there as well. Can DiNG make this work?
eSuba is actually deleting Breakneck, like absolutely killing him. But there is a counter push here coming in from DiNG side. It's gonna be a huge engagement on lower part.
They've already lost Yuket's combat soon to follow, so 2 bad shots being traded, and DiNG's not gonna stop here because they know Overus is on reload. Senya wants a piece of him, and Senya will get that piece as he chases him down, picks up the kill. Now the overmatch coming from the top side though. Tomasek picking up Shokish in the meantime. Unji with 1 shot picks up Meritorious. It's a 4v4 now, slightly in favor of eSuba though, because Lolsto is going to go down here. Hulknik about to come off reload though, and Froly with only 1 shot. This needs to be the reaction from DiNG.
Hulknik needs to follow them now, definitely, and he needs to take at least Froly down, and he should. He will have 1 more shot. Nice drive-by shooting, gangsta style, but not enough. Hulknik now needs to also push more down on Lukin and take that TVP before he actually reloads and does damage to them. That will equal them to 2-2, and definitely give an advantage in HP to DiNG.
Yeah, Senya getting the reload before Lukin. He needs 3 shots to pick it up. He'll take at least 1 for his trouble though. Lukin comes off reload right now. Senya takes 1, gets the double though, has 2 shots left. Hulknik with a full clip. Tomasek trying to take that position over there. Hulknik spots him out. Hulknik trading with Tomasek now. Tomasek is full HP. He's forced to drop off. Tomasek missing a shot now. Is starting to slide down. Senya needs to come and help Hulknik because he's going to go down otherwise. And that will leave Unji. Tomasek bounces. Senya picks it up for the triple. And now Unji with it all to do. He gives 1 to Senya. He'll give a second as well. Can Senya make it out before Unji picks it up? He hits the wreck and Unji picks up the double. Hulknik still on reload. Unji going to close out the round with a triple. And that's eSuba picking up the first round 1-0.
Absolutely amazing here. Critical part is what I say. eSuba actually played aggressive and managed to take DiNG down. The 3 tanks that were on top side, they did a decisive push. They did an immediate kill on Breakneck and everything, but DiNG did a really good counter response. Just the problem is when you hold the lower ground and you don't hold the upper ground,
man, if Senya doesn't hit that wreck and drives around the corner, he can maybe win that round after.
Yeah, he would have a theoretical chance. Also, if Unji maybe didn't connect the last shot on Mary, that would also probably lose the round to eSuba. But he did, and eSuba won this like a bosses.
Yeah, that is true. DiNG went for the same play as yesterday though. Like, completely the same.
It didn't look like they need to do anything different. They also even stopped Overus from pushing up, so it was only 2 batches going up, but somehow Shokish was completely alone also. And I didn't like that.
I think Alien failed the climb as well. That's the thing.
That's the main problem. If DiNG actually had 2 batchets up there would be no way for
they
eSuba.
had to. They had Lolsto on the side.
Yeah, there would be no way for eSuba to actually overmatch
They would
Shokish
just counter push and kill them. It's important to learn those climbs, Mojo.
Well, I will never learn them, but I can comment about it.
That is true. It's not such a difficult one to do, that's the thing. It's just with 3 bats, it requires a level of coordination to actually be able to do it like a similar time. But it is what it is. DiNG's now down 1-0. Is this eSuba? Is this eSuba's day, Mojo, where they just, 5-0 DiNG?
Let's see about that. It was a really close round, that's for sure, but now eSuba is defending. They are playing with 1 VZ and with STRV. We've seen how the defense usually looks. STRV in up A5 position, VZ behind the rock, on C7 on a map, we will probably see it rather soon. But they also have an TVP, so they can shoot someone who is crossing or maybe position him on the lower part on 1-2 line.
Well, DiNG's coming back out with their double IS-7 and 5 bot shot lineup. eSuba only sending one guy towards the 1-2 line. Everybody else going up.
Yeah, Tomaszek in his TVP is the only one who will go try to spot, maybe do a sneaky shot or two, while everyone else is just trying to get the upper elevated positions. DiNG, on the other hand, is keeping a lot of forces on a 1-2 line.
They did spot out the two bot shots already of Froli and Unji. We're just going to go behind the bushes. Froli is actually going to try and drive up, but there's already double bot shot waiting for that. They don't get a lot of connections, though. Could have definitely done better there.
Yeah, Froli is lucky to be alive here, actually, but it still worked out. Tomaszek taking some more damage, but I7s are pushing around the corner now, and they will get in same hold-on position they used yesterday.
That is true. Overus is waiting there in his 5-8. Tomaszek taking some more damage on the run. Just a shame they didn't connect more shots onto Froli.
Well, shame for DiNG, but not so shame for eSuba if you watch it from that side of perspective. Still, they did chip in a lot of damage in the start for free.
That is true. None taken for DiNG. Plenty taken for eSuba so far. Tomaszek low, forced to back off. They have Unji. No, not Unji. Lukin in the STRV on A5.
Interesting change in defense of eSuba. They're actually keeping a heavy tank on the middle, not a Bachat. It is common, and everyone else, like Ukets, is back where you would expect to see a heavy in this position.
Breakneck did join them in the 1-2 line now. I7's just blind firing towards Unji, but he's playing it smart. Just peeking, spotting, going back.
Yeah, he's risking nothing, and you need to preserve this HP. They already shred a lot. You have Unji in your team, right?
Duh.
Oh. I hope he gets blind fired a lot.
Wow.
Sorry, Unji.
That's toxic.
That's just real. You need to be behind me on that fantasy team, man. I mean, you are, and you need to stay there.
Uh-huh. That's what they all say. It will be next week that it gets decided anyways, because all teams are playing 3 matches.
Yeah, the marathon one will pretty much decide who goes where. I just hope I will have much more money than you do.
Maybe. You will, but money doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Smart picks do. But it does seem like the times from DiNG, they're starting to group up for a 1-2 line push, Mojo.
They are grouping up, they're unspotted, and they can definitely do the damage. But interesting part is they're keeping Meritorious up in his I7, so they think that the I7s are together. In reality, they're just splitting forces. They're trying to pick out Tomaszek and probably STRV.
Losto taking some damage from the crossing already. That's Unji. Breakneck trying to trade that, though. Froli on that top side as well. Elian joined Losto over there. Gets the connection on towards Elian. That's Froli. Can they get some back on towards these bad shots? So that's the question. So far, the answer is no. Break is still trying, but he only has 2 shots left. Still trying to get that top of the third there from Froli, but no luck so far.
Ooh, but look at now. Froli is taking all the damage in the world from several angles, and these angles will really shorten for him rather quickly.
Elian's life is starting to short in the meantime, though, as Unji picks him up on the crossing. Froli now dropping off, needs to be careful not to go down for this. Loso might try and get the finish here as Froli's trying to run. Can he get it? Don't know. Shoots on towards combat instead. Gets a nice connection in towards. And DiNG, they've traded. Froli's down towards 48. They lost Elian in return, though.
This is eSuba, we said they can play like really aggressive and nice. I don't know what were they doing entire season, but they should have played like this from the start.
Tomaszek trying to trade with that IS-7. The IS-7 coming out ahead. Ooh, that was a close connection there almost. On towards Tomaszek. And there is one a low roll even, 377.
Well, eSuba still has gone more, but it's really minuscule advantage. Froli and Tomaszek are both on really low HP. And DiNG is about 1.5k up. And the only damaged guy in their team is Lolsho. So they have still plenty to play around with.
They do spot out Unji again now in his bot. Froli and Tomaszek are in trouble, though.
He's playing well, unfortunately for me, but he is.
That's good. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing, actually. Combat has now repositioned as well. Now, what is the next move here for DiNG? Because they're 1 tank down, and they still have that double IS-7.
Well, they will, unfortunately for them, probably have to gather a bit more forces on a lower lane and finish the push there. But eSuba is keeping their ground at the moment. I don't think DiNG should really focus anything on upper ground push here. They should just finish what they started, just a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, 1-2 line does seem like the way to go. Well, they can send Hulkling down. I don't think they can send much more than just Hulkling though, with Lostro being over there as well.
Well, Meritorious should stay where he is, for sure, and he will need at least one more Clipper in these areas. So if you cannot move Shokish and any of those guys, then it should be Break or Hulk. But apparently they chose to play something completely different because Break is disengaging and going to boost the mountainside.
Yeah, Breakneck coming back around towards the eastern side. They need to be careful though, because there's still Overus full HP in the 5A, double bat behind him being Combat and Yuket. So, I don't know. 1-2 line, in our opinion, seems like the better play, but DiNG seems to disagree.
I wonder what they actually want to do. Because Overus is on 100% HP, he's backed up by STRV, by 1 or 2 Bachats. The only thing I can imagine that they will try to get some angles on Unji.
And they still have to push 1-2 line though.
Yeah, someone will have to disengage and go for the 1-2 line also.
Unless they just push Hulknik. What Break is trying to find here? Is he trying to find an angle on towards Unji? Like, this is what they can't push. Combat and Yukets waiting with double bat over here.
I mean, they obviously don't know exactly what's the displacement of eSuba, but eSuba is covering the upper side really well. So any kind of push here, I mean, Shokish and Senya might jump on Overus, but it's gonna be super risky, man. Super risky. But they're doing exactly that, it looks like.
Yeah, Meritorious pushing forwards and that leaves Shokish and Senya to peek onto Overus, trying to get those connections. They're getting connected from the STRV and the TVP from the base, though. I think they need to bail from this plan because it's not really working out. Shokish taking some more from the STRV, but he's still alive. The HP still in favor of DiNG, though. Unji is burning. Unji is out as Lolshaw picks them up in the eyes. 7. Brilliant shot there on towards Young Unji.
Wow, I'm pretty sure you're not happy about that. I'm still not sure how it happened, like who focused him. It's not. Is it possible that only I7 shot burned him for so much?
No, he took damage before.
Okay, because I didn't see who shot him.
Lolshaw in the meantime is starting to push up in that I7 though, taking a lot of map control here. He's going to find Tomasek very soon as well. Mary over here, safe as well. And DiNG is taking a lot of map control here. Like, they can really make this work right now.
Yeah, DiNG is working with what they had. It was a rather risky move they took, but they're still moving around like perpetuum mobile. Still, Yukets and Lukin are the guys with 100% HP. Yukets doing the spot, and then you will have an STRV covering him. 2 minutes to go. Again, we are working against the clock like in the previous clip we were watching.
Yeah, Breakneck now coming around the eastern side, trying to find an angle on towards Overus. Combat and Yukets are still waiting in that area. Losher not picking up just yet. Overus gets connected by both Break and Meritorious, taking him out of the game. And now this is not good for eSuba, losing pretty much control over that entire E-line position. Leaves Hulknik with a free... Ooh, needs to be careful there, Break. Losher in the meantime spots out Tomasek though, so I don't know, this is not going well for eSuba.
There is a chance that Tomasek will be executed from one of the guys from the elevated position because he's not safe there. Rather lucky for him to survive so far, but it's not gonna run forever. Still, time is ticking away. 1 minute 25 seconds. The final push by DiNG needs to come really, really quickly. Yukets will not have a time to reload after, but there you go. He actually managed to take out Breakneck together with Combat. Combat will survive for a second or two, but Yukets will run away. Shokish should be the one to stop him and maybe try to clip him out.
Yeah, they get Combat though. Yukets now on the run, on the move, trying to make it out. Lukin as well, trying to get into a safe position. Yukets will not make it very far in that backshot as he's getting chased down by 2. He drives against the rock as well. Hulknik still has 2 shots available. One more to pick it off. Yukets decides to try and end his own life, but Hulknik says, no, you are mine. Just leaves Lukin in his STRV with 45 seconds left to hold on. He misses the shot on towards Shokish, but the tanks from DiNG should be there on time.
It should be on time, and there is a lot of clippers like Hulk who can make it and just do 3 or 4 shots in him, which is all is needed. Senya is going for a spot, also shooting some ATM on him. There is no need for that in this moment. DiNG has 22 seconds to deal with him. Everyone is positioning to just clip him out.
Yeah, and he's not going to survive very long as Hulknik is closing the distance as well. Almost has the shots. Shokish picks it up from the back lines, and 1-1. Both teams picking up their attack on Cliff.
Both teams picking up attack, rather interesting. Well, eSuba has like a 100% win rate on defense. So
yes.
that's just broken now. Still, they had a faster attack on Cliff, so if it comes to a close game later, they will at least have a pick there, because this came to last seconds.
Also in that IS-7 doing actually very well. Look at that. 3.3k damage, 2.2k assisted as well.
It's a good play. And he was on a risky moments down, like he was on a low HP all time, but he managed to survive. I didn't see exactly how Ilian got annihilated so easily.
He tried to push down 1-2 line, he got clipped out by Unji pretty much.
And Unji is really accurate on distance, man. Like I was watching even the last game, it was rather well. And good choices how to shoot and where to shoot in the last moments. Still, didn't help in this round, and we're gonna move to Ghost Town. Ghost Town.
This worries me. Ghost Town.
Yeah, it should be the map for DiNG, possible even 2-0, because they're better.
This is
on
where I
both
believe eSuba loses 4 rounds in a row. Ghost Town and Himmels.
Yeah, these are definitely the maps that favor DiNG by far. Everyone is banning Himmelsdorf against DiNG, but eSuba decided to be very brave today.
Sometimes brave is not the correct way to go, though.
No, but maybe they will have something in plan, like on Cliff. Still, Himmelsdorf is much harder to surprise someone. Like, you can do one-trick pony once or twice, but it already happened in this season. I don't see any new surprises coming in like that.
Yeah, me neither, but, you know, eSuba, maybe. You know, you never say never, Mojo. Never say never.
Never say never. Of course, they took the first round on attack on Cliff, so that was already really big surprise for this match. Now we will see eSuba on attack on Ghost Town. Last time we watched them, they actually played rather well. And DiNG will be defending. So this is not the best side for DiNG. They're much better on attack side.
Yeah, they're coming in with a very quick mobile lineup. No Leopard 1 though this time for DiNG on the defense.
No Leopard 1. Finally, a team without it. Thank you. I prefer to see straight out brawl and fight than that.
Well, we'll have to see how Ghost Town develops though, because eSuba brought a lot of heavy armor.
Well, eSuba did play last time when we watched them with 3 mouse tanks also. So last time we watched them on Ghost Town. And it was really close match. So I'm looking forward to see what they have planned for us now.
Well, the mouse is obviously slowly approaching, but DiNG going all out aggressive, already pushing forward. Ilian, Meritorious, and Shockish. And look at the aggression coming out from DiNG here. They're not about to stop. They're just going straight for Lukin. He gets punished once, twice. The third one not coming in. A very aggressive opening move from DiNG. And Mojo, I don't know if they're going to stop here.
They should not stop here, because they're really squeezing eSuba in, and this will be a crucial moment for eSuba now.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect moment to actually listen to eSuba and see how they're going to deal with this.
Senia -3.
No, ještě jednu. Nabijím.
On mám, nice.
Nice, pěkně.
Halk na ránu, můžeme je zabít, Halk na ránu,
Můžeme mouzové. Nabijím 30.
Nabijím.
A
Halkníka
možná
potřebuji zabít.
nejezděte nutně.
Počkej, mauzové můžou pušovat, mauzové můžou.
No, ne,
tak
teďka
jo.
se otočím. Můžeme
Ale
mouzové.
můžeš zabít Halkníka, ne? Já nabijím, ale
Já jdu
můžem.
bokem, tak budu...
Když
Taky nabijím, 20.
On taky nabíjí, jo? Můžete zkusit to Halkníka. Já jedu potom, já jedu
Vytřený Ilian.
a zabiju.
Po mně pojede break.
Za 5, pojďme za Halkníka. Já jedu a zabiju ho. Za 5 taky z prvních.
Cítím.
Počkejte, já se stáhnu tady.
Pojďme toho Maryho. Nice, pěkně.
Mauzové,
Break
když
jede na
jsme
prdel.
jedem do boku. Když taky jdu.
Guys, pět
Dej
pro
Maryho.
prdeli jedno.
Já jedu s Unkem.
Nestíhám. Já zkusím Maryho. Já ho dám.
Dej Maryho. Nice. Teďka se jde Iliana.
Guys, break furt na prdeli.
Buchni ho.
Pomůžu vám. Pojďme na šokiše.
Loveru si projíždí ti doleva se točí.
Jo, já ho zabiju nejspíš.
Můžeš jet?
Mám
Nice. Bečko.
Well, that got shot down rather quickly.
We still have 7 standing guns, and guys, from eSuba against Lolsho, a last survivor from DiNG, and he's not gonna last for long. I don't know what was DiNG doing in this game, but eSuba was doing a really remarkable job on them.
Yeah, they got shot down real hard, real quickly, looking with the multi-kill, and that's just
That was just spanking.
DiNG trying to go for the surprise, and eSuba being set up on all different angles and shutting it down quickly.
That was just spanking.
That
like,
also ruins every single one of our predictions.
yeah, predictions are already gone. eSuba playing really well, nice comms also. Didn't understand the word. It sounded really calm and like easy peasy job.
Yeah, and it was in essence an easy peasy job for them.
Yeah, DiNG pretty much threw themselves in them. Senya died in a crossfire. easily. They didn't catch anyone, and I think DiNG actually expected eSuba to play it out different, to play from the lower side and maybe catch them like that.
Yeah, the initial damage was great, but then those T-57s trying to cross.
I didn't understand that move at all.
No, me neither. Senya got completely annihilated.
Well, good for eSuba, bad for DiNG. Now eSuba will go on defensive side. Fortunately for DiNG, they never lost an attack on Ghost Town yet.
Yet, eSuba never lost a defense on Cliff either.
Yeah, so it happened. This can happen also, but we will see. I think aggressive side suits DiNG more because they can rotate more, they can read the enemy more, same like on Cliff, and they can make their plays easier because they have to worry less about the factor how will eSuba rotate or not.
We'll have to see how DiNG takes on their attack on Ghost Town. 2-2 incoming. And surprising how well eSuba is doing right now.
When we were watching eSuba and Oops, I mean, Oops did beat them by far, but still, some games were super close, and especially some games on Ghost Town. Ghost Town was also 1-1, if you remember. And eSuba had some really great plays there.
Yeah, but DiNG gets to attack now, so like you said, they've never lost an attack before. I don't think they want to lose one now either, because that would put them 3-1 down. Lineups, though.
I see eSuba playing with Type 5. That's usually when you want to defend, and Leopard to defend the open cap. So they are kind of a backup tool for one another. So you can pen the hard turrets and have a long distance shot so you don't have to really approach the cap. On other hand, DiNG might just choose not to even play that kind of games.
No, DiNG's going straight for the south this time around. So, not wanting to mess with that northern cap whatsoever. Break goes for a spotting run, doesn't spot him out. Combat makes the climb in the meantime. I don't know. This is... and DiNG's turning around. Okay.
We came, we spotted Unji, we are going away.
What is it again? Vini, Vidi, Vici?
Veni, vidi, vici.
What is it? I saw?
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Well, DiNG is doing Veni Vidi. I saw, I came, I left.
I came, I saw, I left. I don't know Latin that much, man.
So
That was a long time ago, even for me.
now they're going back towards the northern cap. Everybody, all together. Lukin is still there in the Type 5, and Combat is still on the climb. So I don't know why they even went south to begin then.
They probably tried to surprise someone from eSuba, but a call came. No, this is the wrong side of the battlefield. I said other right, guys, other right. So they chose to go to the one cap. Now they will still play against Leopard and against the Type 5. They do know how will they be positioned, so there is no surprise there. Hulk and Lolsho are gathering inside. Now, if they stand too close to one another, Type 5 can actually reset them both. And if they don't shoot better than this, it's not gonna be pretty for them either. Now, Leopard and Type 5 between themselves can pretty much reset them endlessly, spamming HE ammo or whatever. That's all they need to do.
Breakneck is pushing forward in the meantime, though, in his bad shot. Spots out the Leopard 1 as well. Combat's on the run, going down. That is one possible reset eliminated. And I think with 18 seconds left, there needs to be a reset right here for eSuba. It's going to be all over.
Yeah, this Type 5 needs to connect now. And then needs to be a backup plan is Tomaszek there. So there you go. This is finally reset on Lolsho, but Fulknik didn't take a single reset yet.
There's only 14 seconds remaining. Breakneck in the meantime peeking out, trying to clip out on towards that 113. The tanks from eSuba trying to close the distance. 6 seconds left. There needs to be a reset right here or never going to happen again. 1 second left. It looks like the cap's about to start, but no, there's Unji from the backside getting the reset. And now we need to listen how DiNG is going to try and deal with this.
Сменить было. Когда
ТД. Батшотный.
Бата
Я
нужно
вперед.
убить. Почет.
Пространстве.
Вы можете съехать. Что, если много получается, съезжайте.
Гивон твій тобі. Я.
Бат КД.
Заблочите будеш? Я he's blocked. Fucking word.
Пытаемся. На катке башка.
Назад.
Найс.
Я уже...
Сейчас блокаем. We will kill them
КД
alone.
тайп.
Шутим от Мора.
Маус КД.
Я бат КД.
Я убил. Я
Вообще не
КД.
берите базу.
Fuck, he killed my gunner.
Yeah,
Зажаться на меня смотрит.
На 10 секунд.
Рауль шут вон внутри.
Едь. Сейчас скилл
КД.
можно, КД.
КД.
Вам надо отбатывать.
Бат спину, бат
Назад
спину,
или
блядь.
вперед?
Вперед едь, вперед.
Минус 3 бат.
КД 113.
How many did bot shoot?
3.
4. 4 бат. Тайп, шокер,
Сеня тайп. Тайп вышел.
По лепаду зацелить.
КД тайп.
Тайп КД.
Сеня заберешь?
Нет, я КД.
КД.
Давай я ставлю
Забери,
этого
забери.
леопарда, ты...
Отъедь,
Ладно.
Сеня, отлежи на
Я засейлся от бата. Блин.
Типа у меня просто лица может быть.
Можешь к нему клон встать?
Блин, я знаю, что...
5 секунд.
делать. Я в дома стану.
The bat can come on time.
Сука, Сеня, переверни.
Леопард, если будет КД,
Сеня, переверни меня, Сеня.
Леопард выходит.
Быстрее.
КД. Леопард КД.
Я не перевернул.
Переверну.
Бат сзади.
Бат в спине.
А ты можешь ждать, пока он меня добьет.
Цель бота.
Убил леопарда.
С разгона пытайся меня. С
Найп
разгона.
уходит.
Я не
Когда-
не
когда
толкнул, не
тайп?
толкнул, у меня
Блядь.
30 максималка.
В лоб попробуй.
Цель с
Маус
бота, или я не
смотрит.
знаю.
Давай.
Смотри, чтобы мне в спину
Тебя
бат
бат,
не пробил.
скорее всего, убьет.
Да.
Тайп тебя видит, тайп видит. Хоть я популик барак.
У меня КД 20 секунд. КД маус, едь убивай. Или он на бат
Надо,
давай.
чтобы мы танканули этого тайпа, и ты его потом убил. Когда тайп?
Хороший.
Бат
Сзади
сзади.
бат.
Бада нужно убить, тайп КД.
КД бат минус 1.
Халк, не спеши.
Меня цель,
Хавк,
меня цель,
не вылазь, Хавк. Он уезжает.
На ходу, ебать.
Нормально. Все, жди, лол нужно ехать убивать тайп.
Ну я его сейчас зарингерю.
Ну тайп лола не сманшотит. У него 770.
Может фаншотить.
Он ко мне лбом?
Нет,
спиной.
он жопой к тебе кадет.
И тут маус
На не
тупо.
разворачиваться.
Жопа, это там тут, он тебя не смотрит на тебя.
Ну, там
Просто выходи, брейк
Да-да-да.
даст шот, брейк выйдет добил.
на тебя разворачивается. На
Брейк он
брейк.
все еще
Давай,
на
давай,
тебя.
тебя
Не
контроль.
выходи. Я тебе скажу,
Не
когда
Да я
выходить.
вижу, блядь.
Ты можешь трупов мансовать.
Он развернулся на лола. Все,
Когда.
лол ему только в жопу можно стрелять. Или в...
Well, that was close.
That was as tight as it gets. As tight as it gets. Super aggressive play by DiNG here. Very risky also here. Breakneck locking himself out so he can
He did
shoot.
amazing from there.
Yeah, so he can shoot the 1-1-3 in the side and spot the Leopard, so that was a crucial piece of the tactics there. But also, eSuba did well, Anji especially. That last kill on the move was just like brilliant, absolutely great move. Just didn't help them enough.
Look
Slight
at breakneck.
advantage here. Wow, 4.7k.
On
Much better
Ghost
plays by
Town.
Break here. On Ghost Town.
That's-
Much better play.
That's impressive.
Senya also crucial shots in that 57 on low HP, still alive all the time, taking out the guns. with his two
Breakneck
kills.
was very happy when the mouse was like 360 HP and he rolled
He rolled
344,
344.
man.
It was pure happiness out of his voice. You could see it and hear it. Still, rather close round here.
Now
by
we
DiNG.
get to Himki though.
2-2 for these guys.
Now we get to Himmelsdorf. Now this is the map. Finally, maybe DiNG can go 2-0 ahead. Maybe. I don't know if Ghost Town shows us anything. No. But I still don't believe eSuba has...
Super close games between these two so far. I mean, eSuba, for a team that is so far below DiNG, they are playing on par at the moment. Like, even these games won by DiNG are close, man. There is no really big distinction. Like what? They won Cliff 6 seconds to the end. 6 seconds to the end. They won Ghost Town 400 HP advantage. So
True.
eSuba playing so far great, taking their rounds actually much easier than DiNG so far. Nothing is said in this match already. I cannot give Himmelsdorf already to DiNG because just they have better percentage. They have far better percentage on Ghost Town, but it didn't help them that much.
well, eSuba's playing with a GC, so I'm going to give the round to DiNG.
Oh my dear God, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
Well, GC is a great tank, Mojo. Can reset.
It can reset. It can derp mouse one-on-one, right? One shot. No. So we have
Have you
Froley
tried?
multiple times.
Okay.
So Froley playing a Foch And effectively, I've seen DiNG, I mean, eSuba has only one mobile tank in this entire lineup.
Yeah, I don't think they plan on moving much. You know, I don't think they plan on really taking map control anywhere except for 1-2 line with Lukin.
That's pretty much it, and they're gonna rely on this GC to reset everything everywhere. But DiNG can also rely on killing them all because of GC.
Well, Huknik already driving down the 8 line, spots out Lukin. Senya going aggressive in the beginning. They do have double bat though for the side of DiNG.
It's a lot of mobility potential, but I'm more interesting to see how will actually eSuba cover UKITs. Because there is only one TD, Fosh, covering him at the moment. That's it. If UKITs falls, that entire part of the map is just lost to them.
Yeah, but this double bat and RT on the side of eSuba, DiNG has so much rotation potential though, to just go anywhere they want to.
I definitely think UKITs should be their prime target.
I don't know, they could make a distraction in the south, get the RT to fire, and then start capping.
Yeah, but still RT can turn, and there are only two places you can cap if he has
You
an
can't
angle.
reload if you start to cap when he shoots.
If you position 3 guys, but you need like 4 guys actually. One to prevent UKITs from coming and other 3 guys to be on spot. So yeah, there is a potential for that. Fosh will definitely not be able to flank in that moment. So if they prevent that kind of rotation, that's why I say UKITs should be their prime target. They can do whatever they want.
Well, they're playing it slow now. Shock is just taking some hill control, trying to find an angle.
There is
Huknik
an
takes
RC
the
shot on Hulk.
Yeah, it's actually a big RT shot, 484. Shock is making some blind shots, no connections so far though.
It's a bigger RT, it's not 261, man. Like GC has a bigger punch.
Mary gets spotted out, Overus fires, gets a connection on towards him. That is a signal for Huknik to cross as well, though RD is still in reload for 7 seconds. Don't even know if he can hit there. I don't think so.
The thing with RT is you always do that some initial damage when the enemy approaches slowly, but when the fight starts, once the RT fires, then you have always a gun less, and only specific angles you can cover actually.
Well, Breakneck's now making his way down the 8 line as well, followed up by Lowshore in his mouse. So DiNG has taken map control, but how did they make this work now?
There will have to be some pressure from the middle toward UKITs, and then the cap pressure, as you already said.
Well, they could just drive in 5 line with like 2 or 3 guys and like just
Yes.
start capping with like 2, 3 more. RD will get 1 reset, that's it.
They even don't need many tanks to hold their back, like 1 Barchat and whatever will suffice. As long as they're like 2 Clippers, it would be the best. Well, in this case, they're just gonna keep Alien back because he's fast enough in his mouse to rotate. Well, sarcasm aside, DiNG is just keeping Alien as an anchor there, so he cannot get pushed by 1-on-3, 1-on-1, and he will keep entire crossing always spotted from this position. Senya is keeping the middle, so he can crossfire, spot, and he can kill Alien if needed, and that leaves them with 5 guys. Because eSuba has 0 rotation potential. They cannot go anywhere on the map.
That was a very nice shot there coming out from Shockish on towards Overus in that E3. A really nice connection there from Shockish. But now, slowly but surely, they are starting to group up for that 5-line push.
Yeah, they're just gathering here, but eSuba is reading it, so they're both TDs now covering this mouse, so I'm not 100% sure how well will this go. Will it just be a cap attempt by Breakneck, or they're just gonna actually try to fight it off?
We'll have to see. They left Alien to control 1, 2, 3, 4 line. Breakneck is now starting to make his way towards the cab. I just don't know why Senya is still over there.
I think Senya is just first support and he will shoot people in the back if they try to rotate anywhere. He's also making sure that no one leaves the lower parts. Like Alien is covering one gap in those lines, Senya is covering the other.
Very slow round from DiNG coming out, especially with that quick double bat they had. Shockish is now going to be making its way towards B0. Froli is ready and waiting for that though.
Well, the thing is, DiNG already had really hard time playing all these 4 rounds of 2 of them which they lost and 2 they barely won. So I think they want to make sure they actually don't slip up on their attack on Himmelsdorf, which is their best and strongest point here. Defense is not so good for them, honestly. Like, attack 100%, defense 40.
What are they looking for? Do they think that somebody's an A6? Because there really isn't. The question is if they're just going to keep pushing or not.
I think they will. Okay, so they are checking the A6. Is there anyone there? There is no one. Ukets is spotted. Shot by E3. Nice penetration there. Ooh, this is a really big shot coming in from Type 5 on the mouse.
Yeah, now Mary's starting to cross as well. Froly lets off the first shot in that Foch B, connects it. He has 5 more. Unji's coming as well in that E3, though. They need to cross now if they want to do it, because Unji's going to be there ready and waiting in that E3. There we go. Froly in the meantime, though, taking a lot of damage in that Foch B, getting clipped out. Unji got a big one on towards Meritorious, but now all the tanks from DiNG pretty much in A5, and they need to fight from this corner, and they need to make it work.
They will definitely use the cooldown positions they have now. Froly is on one shot. This is not the best for them. Ilian is in the back, but he is pretty much stuck in a one-on fight with Overus. Ukets is getting more annihilated. Now we have 2 guys from eSuba on really low HP, and pretty much no one who can take off the upper part of the cap.
The cap has started, though. 2 bats are in that one. Senya and Breakneck. Don't forget, Artie still has a shot available. Combat. He lets it off. There we go. He splashes break, resets the cap. Breakneck actually was further away already. Senya's on the cap still. Ilian's still fighting with Overus in the meantime. DiNG is making this work, but how do they cap right now? Because Combat can just easily reset Senya. I mean, they need double cap right now. Breakneck needs to cap on the other spot.
1 KHP, I think Breakneck will come and try to cap from the lower side maybe. But Ukets is trying to peek and spot, and he's now on one shot. And Lolsho should have him.
Ooh, Lolsho misses though. Ukets trying to get the connection on towards Senya. Mary misses as well in the Type 5. Artie connects on towards Senya. 53 seconds remain now though. He has 30 seconds reload, so he can get another reset. It's
Look
gonna
at the lower rotation. Froly coming in and Lukin coming in from the lower side. This is really interesting now, because if Meritorious falls, everything is open here for a game.
Meritorious is taking a lot of damage as it is already. He's going to peek out against Unji, try and make a connection. He does, but that leaves Overus and Ilian fighting in the meantime. Froly's going to go help over there, actually. 12 seconds remain on the cap and still 7 seconds on the artillery to reload. If Combat doesn't get the reset, it's going to be all over. Tomasek picks up Lolsho in the mouse. Ilian in the meantime trying to run as far as he can, tries to find the Artie. Can the Artie find a reset? Yes, but it's not enough. There's 5 seconds left here. eSuba, you left it too late. 3 seconds left. 10 seconds now. There is a small reset, but it's just not going to be enough. Unji forced to push in, gets tracked, gets held by Hulknik. Shokish is in the cap as well. It goes back up to 15 seconds though, but that's still not enough time for the Artie to reload. They need to reset Breakneck in that bad shot.
Breakneck or Senya needs to be reset. There is a reset on Senya now, but there is still 10 seconds going. Breakneck is the one keeping them in the game. Every second counts, and actually, eSuba will pull it off.
eSuba just about gets the reset on Breakneck. Now Lukin coming from behind. The HP swings back in favor. Shokish picks up Unji though. Senya picks up Tomasek. 4 tanks remain for the side of eSuba and 4 for DiNG as well. Make that 3 as Shokish goes down. Now Hulknik with all the HP and all the plays to make. Finally, something happens. Senya picks up Froly in the Foch B, but keep in mind, Artie could remove Senya from this game at any given moment in time. A nice connection from Hulknik on towards Lukin as well, who are now dueling. And Ilian in the meantime, still alive versus Overus.
Unbelievable that Overus finally takes him down. We still have Senya and Hulknik who are playing. Lukin and Hulknik are one-on-one. Crucial moments in this game, because Combat can help no one at the moment.
Especially because Lukin is ammo racked, which gives Hulknik a massive advantage. He even gets the earlier reload. Don't know if Hulknik realizes this, but he doesn't connect the shot and makes Lukin bring him to a one-shot. And Senya needs to go find Overus in Combat because there's only 45 seconds remaining. Hulknik needs to pick up Lukin right now. Hulknik needs to win this trade. He's already made a mess out of it. Lukin might actually win this. Lukin needs to be careful. 33 seconds. In the meantime, Senya needs to find 2 players on a one-shot.
Unbelievable close game here. Still, I would say...
There's a bounce! The mouse bounced Senya! Can Senya get the connection in return? No, that's in the bottom side of your screen. He needs to pick it up. The mouse is about to come off reload. Senya looking for the angle. He needs to get the connection. He does. Multi-kill for him. 12 seconds now. He knows where artillery is. Hulknik in the meantime needs to win versus Lukin. 2 1-on-1. Senya versus Artie. Hulknik versus Lukin. Can he get it though? 3 seconds remain. Hulknik! No! But Combat picks up Senya anyways, and eSuba win the round.
What a game!
I
What
don't
a
understand.
game! eSuba, you actually managed to pull a defense on Himmelsdorf with an RT. What is going on here?
Hooknick made a right mess out of that.
That was really super messy, but even if he managed to get a kill here, still.
The Overus bounced, Senya.
Overus bounced Senya and Overus fought.
Thinking. That's how I feel about this as well. I'm also thinking about it. I'm not sure how to feel about that round.
Yeah, but Overus was fighting against Ilian for half an year instead of like finishing it while ago, because Ilian was on low HP and he was left to Overus to finish him a while ago.
Hooknick does 4k damage, but that fight with Lukin wasn't pretty.
That snapshot that just didn't connect, and then this low roll.
Yeah, but already killed the bot anyways, so...
Yeah, it would be a draw, but still, if Hulk actually finished Lukin a while ago, then they would attack with 2 guys and they would kill the RT.
DiNG had that round though, under full control.
They had it, but they didn't till the end.
That is true. eSuba now up 3-2.
A lead by eSuba.
Friday the 13th. I don't know, man.
It's a special day. I mean, eSuba was a troublesome opponent for some of the teams before. They play Gohar 3-5, they play Kazna 3-5, but only significant points they took was from Savage Squad, and who cares? So this is pretty much a shocking development here. We saw when they played Oops, there was really a sturdiness in eSuba, but honestly, they didn't show any of that against Gohard in a previous match because they lost it 5-0.
Well, now DiNG on the defensive side and eSuba on the attack with double type 5, double 50B, bot 5A, and a mouse. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to DiNG right now. This doesn't seem like the same one from yesterday.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable what is going on here, but this is definitely a highlight round of the match.
Yeah, that was weird. Weird as hell. But now eSuba gets to attack and DiNG gets to defend. Luckily no GC on their side though.
Well, we have a rather quick setup here coming in. eSuba playing with VZ, 50B, 50B, and a Bachat, so there is a lot of rotation potential here, and 2 Type 5 heavies. This is rather interesting, because if Meritorious goes to his death trap spot, he's gonna get wrecked by those Type 5s.
He is already on there. He's on A6 in that IS4.
That's it. That's my waypoint. I go there every game.
Senya gets the first connection as expected on towards Overus. But now eSuba is actually not... They're pushing K-Line, and Breakneck's going for the hill again. Again.
Unbelievable. There is no Grillas there. There is no Grillas there, Break.
Well, Unji's just controlling it, but he might miss the timing to spot Breakneck. Or maybe not. He spots out Breakneck now. So Unji might try to duel. Breakneck misses the first shot though.
Interesting part is Mary finally moved away from his spot. He's doing something like Insane was playing, if you remember, in his IS4. He was monitoring the 8th line from this position, so he's not passive. Passiveness in that position is the worst enemy, I would say. Ilian is wrecking all the wagons here, so he can actually do some shots between them. Breakneck is pushing on Unji, but he has a shell less. Wow, Unji now missing a shell.
Unji missing a shot as well. He's afraid of what comes behind Breakneck. Unji now on the run. Breakneck's going to peek this for sure. Unji only tracks him. Breakneck only tracks him as well. That's the heat ammunition coming out. Unji missing on the move. Breakneck getting 1 shot of damage and double track. So far, so good for eSuba.
What was going on here? Unji is really lucky, man. 2 shots not penned here by Breakneck, leaving him on almost full HP. Like, he would be on like 800 at best.
Well, there is hill control now. Well, Mary and Break are going to back off. They cause the rotation. A 50B has to go join Unji. It's a lot of time lost for eSuba.
Well, 2 minutes in a game. Some HE damage here on Ilian on the rail. There was no one to follow it up, so I would say he actually managed to pull through cheaply. But if they want to rotate these Type 5s, they need to start within next minute.
Yeah, it's going to take them so long to get across the map, if they even want to try that.
Well, if they don't, like, DiNG will massacre them here, honestly. Like, Senya is here already, Hulknik, Shokish, Lolsho, and let's not forget Ilian, who is down. So to take out 5 guns of DiNG by just crossing doesn't look good.
Shock is taking some damage in his E3 though. Shock is taking some more damage in his E3.
He already used the repair. Does he have 2?
He's double tracked now.
Oh,
Shokish getting tracked, getting
la
help.
la.
Shokish is down and out. trying to cross over, and Yukets was ready and waiting.
eSuba making the plays. Now this evens the odds if they push. These two monsters can go and pressure Ilian. Most definitely covered by the rest of the team. Meritorious is left alone on the other cap, but that leaves a lot of options now to eSuba also. They can pressure the rail, and they can pressure the Clippers behind them on Meritorious, kill him completely alone.
Well, Mary is in trouble in that eyes. 4 Ilian gets a nice connection on towards combat though. Those Type 5 still waiting over there. I don't think they're going to be rotating anymore. It's just like it's going to take so much time to actually get across. Breakneck is backing off though. I think he realizes that Meritorious will need support.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. If eSuba actually picks a point here, they're gonna trip on DiNG so hard, man. Like DiNG actually needs every point to challenge the second spot. By winning just this game here, eSuba can maybe take them out from that.
Yeah, that's true. DiNG needs to pick up this round. Mary is going to go back to A5 though, getting himself safe over there. He is supported by Breakneck, so they can't really just push that. And Yukets is joining over there as well in his 50B. So 3 autoloaders here for the side of eSuba versus just 2 tanks from DiNG.
Unbelievable. If DiNG doesn't win 3 points, they cannot go above Utopia. They will have same points, and they lost match against Utopia before. The day of surprises here. Friday the 13th, the best date ever. Shockish pretty much dying for free. Now we will see, can DiNG actually pull off something like Oops did, but Oops was even attacking then. And after losing Raging for free, they managed to win a round. eSuba so far playing by far better than in any match they've played in entire season so far.
Longshore is now in the north as well though. This leaves the south exposed. Ilian trying to do the best he can to hold on over there. Overus is still spotting the crossing, the 5 line. They're going to have to use Longshore as a battering ram almost to get across that one.
So we have a lot of faster tanks pressuring the upper cap, making DiNG split, trying to do them some damage. They will spot anyone crossing here, but the real pressure will come on Ilian from the lower side of the cap, and lower side of the map. And the critical thing is, they can actually still pressure the lower cap. There is enough time. And Anji and you can just run away as they are. This is something like old Oops tactics, man.
Longshore might catch Yukets though, who's still running away in that AMX 50B. If he gets a connection onto the back of that 50B, it's going to hurt. But I don't think he's going to peek on time. Longshore peeking now. Can he get a connection on towards Yukets? Yukets just about makes it around the corner.
Oh, close one.
That's tight stuff, dude.
That's really tight, but Ilian is in the meantime pressured by those 2 guys and there is no support whatsoever. He is on 1 shot and he has nowhere to run. He has no friends. eSuba, 7 guns in a game. DiNG will soon have 5.
Yeah, Breakneck now crossing over as well. He finds Overus, the Ilian trying to do what he can, but Tomasek picks up the double. That's 2 tanks down now for DiNG. Unji taking damage as well though. Breakneck trying to rotate and DiNG getting picked to pieces right now. There is 3 tanks out of the fight, however, for the side of eSuba. So if DiNG makes a counterplay right now, they could make it work because those tanks are not currently able to contribute.
Yesterday I said I think 100% DiNG will win all the matches till the end, but eSuba is playing like monsters. They're actually outplaying them. This is not a fluke or luck. They're just playing that good. It's still, the game is still not done. There is a counter-attack coming in from DiNG, and this is all or nothing at the moment because there is a couple of the eSuba guys out of the game.
Senya picks up the first tank, which is Overus. Meritorious decides that he can take this clip, and he has to take this clip to make this play against Froley over here. He's going to take 4 for his trouble. Unji can't really help him out, but there is a triple cap going on in the meantime. Breakneck in the meantime is pushing towards Unji. Breakneck is a 2-shot. Unji is as well, and Unji and Froley just win the fight right there. 10 seconds remain on the cap in the meantime. Senya did not get a reset, so it's going to have to be up to Hulk, because Senya really can't peek this against Tomasek. Hulknik now coming around to try and get a reset. He does get the first reset on towards Lukin. Senya is going to get pushed in the meantime by Combat, who will take him out of the game. And that is the beginning of the end here for DiNG, who are going to go down 4-2 against eSuba.
20 seconds on a cap, but the cap doesn't really matter at the moment. eSuba is playing this like a monsters. 3 super heavies in that cap. Hulk is the only one who is supposed to take care of all of them. Well, good luck with that, mate. The entire team of DiNG was not enough so far.
Yeah, that leaves 136 HP for DiNG, and eSuba going to put themselves on match point. Can you believe it? As Meritorious is the last one on the struggle bus, but it doesn't even matter because Froley comes in with the triple, and that makes it 4-2. Match point for eSuba.
Unbelievable. I can just do this. Nice play, guys. Himmelsdorf won
Yeah,
2-0.
at least you're-
2-0. Come on.
At least you're wearing pants today.
Yeah, that's why I could do it. Normally it's shorts, guys. Come on. You can't see below here.
That's true.
It's rather hot here, so I miss my shorts.
Yeah, feels bad, man. But yeah, eSuba's on match point now. Yeah. Shockish.
Yeah, totally expected. That's totally normal thing. Yeah,
I don't
let's
know
go
what Shockish
flatline
was
about
trying
it.
to do, man. I don't understand.
I
Like,
have
really
no
don't
bloody
understand.
idea, but eSuba is waiting for every mistake they make, and they just exploit it. And it looks like eSuba is DiNG, and DiNG is eSuba what we expected. But
I don't know.
unbelievable.
I don't know. I really don't understand. I'm confused. I'm emotionally unstable.
Your thinking hat is maybe clouding your...
Yeah, perhaps,
judgment.
dude. What map are we going to again?
We're going to mines, and eSuba will attack.
Okay, that's a little bit of a downside.
Yeah, there is a chance for DiNG here definitely to come back, but then DiNG has brilliant 17% in their attack.
eSuba beating DiNG. Let's go.
Is it possible?
Everything is possible if you just believe.
I mean, it's gonna be eSuba 20% win rate on their defense against 70% defense attack of DiNG. And that's gonna probably be a decisive round. But never mind, maybe this round of mines will actually be the end of this match. How can you know, man? Like who would expect eSuba actually to take 2 rounds of DiNG on Himmel? Not 1, but 2.
No, I thought they'd be 4-1 down by this point in time.
Pretty
So,
much, but it's not. Okay, DiNG is experienced team. They can come back in a match. We all know that.
that is true.
But still, this is already such a shock. And they are already, I don't know, tramping DiNG down from getting to that really wanted at least 3rd position.
Yeah, I mean, good stuff from eSuba. Like, really, really good stuff. They are giving it to DiNG. And now on their attack, they bring 5A, 3-113s, double bat, and a mouse.
No, Arti.
Thank God.
1, 2, 3 Chinese 113s and the 4th one VZ, 2 Bachats and the mouse. Rather aggressive setup. Usually says, yeah, let's push either island or 1-2 side. But last day we saw when someone tried to push water against DiNG. What happens, man? Like, oops, lost about 3 heavies in that moment.
Well, they're going straight for the middle in the beginning to make sure they control the hill. But then we have to see what they do after. Because like you said, when Oops tried to push 1-2 line, they just lost 3 heavies.
This is identical defense as DiNG had yesterday. There are no changes in this position. Who is where? All the tanks are on same spots. Like you could draw a mini-map by them.
I'm just wondering what eSuba will come up with to try and break DiNG here. Maybe hope for Shockish to drive out in the open.
Well, they just took the hill, and now they can do the rotations. Honestly, I would really not go to water side if I were them.
I don't know if eSuba can win this though. It's a really strong defense that DiNG put up here.
Yeah, it's a great crossfire on both angles, and eSuba will effectively probably have to push in one moment, like super aggressive, down the village side. I don't think they should really push down the middle. We've seen some old pushes, if you remember, from the village and from the middle, but there is too much crossfire now, and you can just annihilate that middle part easily while they're still going down, so that should really not happen.
Well, for now they've just sent combat around the hill in his 113 to try and find angles on towards Shockish. Not going to be happening yet though. I don't know, that 8-9 line attack is also super hard because you have a mouse in the base, no, 113 in the base, a 50B in the base.
I know, but push on the water side against DiNG, who is really well pre-aimed there, that's obviously an option. That's always an option. And a lot of teams choose it because if you manage to do it, then you have really good angles against a lot of guys of DiNG. The guys below the hill, Ilian, and even approaching Hulknik, then Breakneck will be stuck and so on. But if you lose a tank or 2 on a way, and we've seen that happens, then it's just automatic GG. 7.5 minutes. So they're gonna try to play a hold down a bit and blind shoot these positions where Lolsho is, where Shokish is, and so on. But effectively, if it doesn't work, they will just have to throw a coin, flip a coin, and just decide water push or village push.
Well, for now, it's let's wait around in the middle and see what happens, push.
Well, UKITS will have to fade rather soon and move away. 7 minutes to go. Any kind of last minute rotation should not happen. They should just play it around in next minute or two. Nice connection here by Hulknik, penetrating UKITS here.
Yeah, 748. Not really a shot that he should have taken.
Something that he will dearly miss once the push actually starts.
Especially if he goes down 1-2 line.
Yeah, and it looks like he is. The cap here is not really a possibility. If you trigger a cap, they always have Senya in a side who can shoot. They have that E4. They have Ilian really close, so that can be controlled rather easily. Well, Yukes thought he was spotted all the time, though he wasn't, so he was just faking to go toward the water, and now they're all driving toward the good old village, so that will be their final play, because they will... Yeah, there is still time for one more rotation, but it would cut too close. Overus is leaving now. That's interesting, because if Senya spots aggressive and realizes there is no one there, it's like sending a horn to the enemy, where are you going?
Yeah, rotation coming out now, like you said, Tomasek and Ukets moving towards the eastern side. Overus also abandoning that 1-2 line. Lukin and Froli are still on the hill, though.
Yeah, but Lukin and Froli are playing super heavy. Like, Froli is in a mouse and Luki is in a VZ with his gun depression here. So they're gonna probably use him for some extra damage from the hill. I'm interested only, will they maybe try to push away Lolsho and Shokish and climb the Bachat up? Is it even doable?
I think it is doable solo. I mean, we saw it being tried on the CIS server. He died instantly.
Yeah, because he tried to do it from the start. But we also seen like Senya climbed it with a light tank during the push and it worked out.
It looks like he's just going to push, though. He doesn't have enough speed to make the climb as it is. Or aiming down on towards Meri and Lolsho's position in that
5
Bachat.
minutes. 0 damage done to DiNG so far. Not really promising, but in all these 5 minutes, only one tank took any damage, and that's UKITS.
Well, Froli is making his way down now in the mouse. He has made it to the rock. Tomasek and Ukets actually get spotted out and already take a connection there from Breakneck in the Bachat.
4.5 minutes. A lot of tanks from eSuba now spotted. DiNG pretty much has an idea what's going on. Not much time left, guys. Like, it's gonna be one of the Dani special tactics now. YOLO.
It has to be. They have no more time to really rotate towards the other side. It's only questionable what they are really waiting for at this moment in time. Froli is at that rock. He doesn't have an angle on towards Shokish, though. That's the thing. And eSuba, what are you waiting for? Froli's pushing up, actually, in the mouse. Trying to get an angle on towards Shokish.
Trying to extract some of the shots on these guys. And he definitely got some. So this will probably be a hint for the other guys to push.
Well, Meritorious got spotted out as well, so is Lolsho. And here comes the push, though. The 113 starting to make their way down slowly but surely. Tomasek is the first one to take some damage. Meritorious clipping out. The connections are lacking, though, right now. This was not great whatsoever. Meri only has one more shot left. These 113s actually got across with way too much HP remaining. Now Shokish is going to be feeling the pain Lolsho already did by that Bachan in the meantime. And eSuba can actually make this work very well if they can take out Shokish from this battle. Tomasek needs to survive. Ukets picks it up. And the connections from DiNG were lacking. And now they're losing the positions.
They're losing the positions. They're going to get pushed in. Lolsho is on low number of HP. Tomaszek is still alive, so that's gun in the game. And there is still 3 minutes to go. Senya is flanking from their backs, but that's a light tank. And he's going to not be really crucial in this kind of the game. Lolsho is down now. 5 guns for DiNG, still 7 from eSuba remaining.
Meritorious peeks out, gets the first one towards combat. A connection comes in return, but doesn't penetrate. Now Overus pushing forwards as well. He can actually clean up Meritorious. He takes another shot. Meri has one more left in that 50B, and without any friends, he's going to go down quickly as Unji, in the meantime, is rushing off to go and find Senya. Froly trying to hold on as long as he can. He picks up Meri before he goes down, and DiNG, it starts to fall to pieces. Still 6 guns remain for the side of eSuba, and they can do this. They can make this work. Unji chasing down Senya. Senya is going to be forced to drop off. Unji's still on the chase though. Here we go. Unji needs to pick this up. Gets the ram as well. Needs 3 more shots to do it. And he will do it. Ooh, he actually got a non-connection there. Maybe he won't do it.
Non-connection. Will he has only 1 more shell. He will actually not pick up Senya. This might be a critical part. This might be a critical part if Senya picks him up now, and he will. 5 guns remaining in a game for eSuba, 4 for DiNG. Combat is chasing in on Hulknik and Breakneck now. Entire DiNG team is stuck on the lower part of the map between Lukin and Combat.
Yeah, Yuket's pushing forwards as well. Overus is as well. They're all trying to find angles. Elian's going to be the target now. Overus needs to be careful because he's still spotted. He tries to find the tiniest angle even on towards the position of Breakneck. Elian got set on fire there even for a second. eSuba, they have double the HP of the side of DiNG. Breakneck peeks out. Overus actually misses that shot. Really should have gotten the connection. Hulknik in the meantime in that E4 getting singled out by Lukin in the 5A. And Mojo, I believe that eSuba can do this because even if Senya comes from behind, what can he really achieve?
Lukin needs to do something about it. He needs to push in probably because Senya can run indefinitely, although he's a low HP. Breakneck is down. Overus managed to take him with the last shot. Combat taking a big shot from Hulknik here, but he will have a reload. And if he aims well, and I believe he will, he can take him down, so that leaves only Ilian and Senya in the game now.
With 56 seconds remaining, Ilian picks up his double. Senya is all that remains for the side of DiNG. There is still the potential to cap, though Ilian needs to last a little bit longer, get at least 1 more kill if he can. He's down towards a 1-shot now. Combat picks it up, that's the triple. And with 40 seconds left, there is still the opportunity to cap.
And this game is definitely not over, so go back, go back, go back.
eSuba. And
no! Senya is running away, the cap is going on. That must be what is going on, what is going on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There's 18 seconds remaining, and the cap is actually not going to work out. So Senya just needs to survive for 12 more seconds. Can he do it? Overus is starting to close the distance. He's trying to play with the house. Does Senya realize he sees Overus? Overus doesn't connect. 4 seconds left. Overus needs to do it right now. If not, Thomas,
No,
time's
never.
about to run out. And it's over. DiNG.
Unbelievable.
Hold on the time, and Senya 132 HP. I don't know what to say. That was Cloud Fiesta.
I'm gonna kill someone because I didn't see that part of the match.
What happened? They had 44 seconds, and there was one guy in the cap. It takes 40 seconds to cap with 3 guys. Why didn't they just drive into the cap?
That's a part that will remain clouded in a mystery because we didn't see what Senya did in those moments. Did he arrested someone before he ran away? What happened there? I'm gonna watch demos, man. Like I really need to see. I must see.
Well,
4-3. The closest game ever. Ever. Unbelievable. So many highlights in these matches.
well,
Let's see the clarifications.
So this is 46 seconds. Already, it's a 12% capped right now. Why is Overus chasing? Why is he not driving towards the cap? What is he doing in Fosh's name? Because Overus should have been on that cap already instead of chasing. That way, he would be on it, and they would actually be able to cap. And they would have won the round, and they would have beaten DiNG 5-2.
And he went over the cap, and then he ran back.
No. He was already chasing.
No. He went like this.
No. He did that before. He was already going towards Senya, then turned around, then went back towards Senya.
Unbelievable.
All they had to do is drive into the cap. All 3 of them. That's all they had to do.
Unbelievable. What a throw. A possible match point thrown away. Okay, they still have a defense, but this was so good, man. Such a waste. Such a waste. Oh, man, I'm so sorry they didn't beat it.
Well, all they had to do, Overus, was drive into the cap, Mojo. That's it. If you did that, they would have capped out the round and won.
Unbelievable, man. It's such a match. I never expected something like this. Like 5-1 was our prognosis, production 5-0, brutal as ever. But these games are so close. I kind of really want an outsider eSuba to win this. I feel it.
They had it, Mojo. Like, all he has to do is drive towards the cap circle.
They still have a match point.
They do still have a match point.
Wow, this is gonna be so close. So now they're defending.
Now they're
mines.
going to be really nervous.
Everyone with DiNG is gonna be nervous also, man. Like,
More experience.
yeah, more experience, but super nervous. Like, this came really close, way too close.
This was lost.
Yeah, it was Senya winning the match, pretty much, by surviving. Not even because he was that good, just because they made a mistake.
Well, he made it work.
Oh dear God. That's how you get Kolobanov, you just survive. You know?
That's how I get all my Kolobanovs. Just wait on the red line.
Давай. You let the entire team die and then you hide until the end of
And
the
then I
time.
just kill everybody.
No. Play assault on defensive side, right?
Pretty much. Now, DiNG on the attack, eSuba on the defense, and they're going for the middle fight. At least it looks like they're going for the middle fight.
It definitely looks. I mean, this is not a setup you wait with in a base with. So this is gonna be an all-out brawl. I'm not sure. Is it the best choice to play against DiNG? Honestly, eSuba was outplaying DiNG today. DiNG was making massive mistakes, and eSuba was really using every one of them. But is DiNG bad in a focus fire? No, they're not, man.
Well, here we go, though. eSuba making their way towards the hill. Already, Breakneck takes one connection, instantly repairs his fuel tanks as well. Froley takes the one in his 50B, and the push is coming out from the side of eSuba. It's on the side of the hill, on the 4 line. All the tanks from DiNG are just waiting, ready and waiting for this to happen.
Oh, this is not gonna be nice. Not the Clippers first.
Well, here we go. The 5As are peeking out. They're trying to do the damage to crossfire on towards these Chinese heavies from DiNG that are all parked next to each other, trying to make it work, trying to make it happen. They're doing the damage towards Meritorious, though. But how long before they run out of steam? How long before the tanks from the hill come into effect? Because Breakneck is shooting. Unji's dropping already low in that bad shot, down towards 413. So far, DiNG winning this trade. What does eSuba do to make this actually work?
Unji is still on 50%. They were counted. They will have more fire potential because they have tank instead of Senya, who is on light. But Senya is picking up crucial picks here. Breakneck is already in their back reloading, and he will flank them. I think this is a thrown round, man.
Well, also, in the meantime, taking a lot of damage in that i7, taking even more down towards 30 HP. Combat picks it up. Overextensions and mistakes. eSuba taking back the HP lead. Ilian now in trouble as well. And here comes the push from eSuba. Here we go. They're pushing forward. Hulkney is going to be the first target, but Breakneck from the side, clipping on towards the back. Tomasek gets deleted. The HP is all even again, and Shokish and Mary in strong positions in that holdout. Breakneck goes down in return, though. It's the 5v4. DiNG has not won this yet. Senya from the hill, low HP as well. Mary dropping even lower. Combat picks up his triple on towards Meritorious. That leaves 3 tanks for DiNG. And eSuba, they look to make it work, Mojo.
Unbelievable. They were using their Clippers as a bait for DiNG here, actually preserving the HP on the single shooters. And the counter push was brutal. DiNG is on their knees. Hulknik is on reload. He has to run. Senya is a light and he's chased away. Shokish is the only guy with HP, but not enough.
Lukin and Overus coming from the side. Overus picks up his double, and Shokish is in trouble as there's 3 guns from eSuba chasing him down. He's gonna go down as well. And Senya, you're not on the defensive side. You can't run away for 7 minutes and survive. Yuket's coming over the hill because he wants to pick up this clean win. 5-3, and they do it. It's eSuba. I don't even know anymore, man. Like, I'm gonna quit my job, dude.
No, this is so cool. This is so cool. The miracles happen, man.
Friday the 13th.
Definitely. Fairy Tale Land exists. The miracles happen. eSuba won against DiNG, and he didn't just win by a fluke. They won by playing absolutely bloody brilliant. Nice plays.
Also making a big mistake there in that i7.